rainy and wet here.
We got back on the road, heading home. We ain't got too much further to go. We've got about another 90 miles to go. Sorry we couldn't go live at Graceland. That's just kind of what their policy is, because they're copyrighted. And at least that's the excuse they gave. I don't know what the difference is between taking a video and taking pictures is. Apparently there is one, so.
No biggie.
We just abide by the rules. But Mrs. G did get a lot of pictures.
I did.
And she's going to put them all together, and we got a little bit of video from what we were able to video. And she's going to put them together, and she'll put it up tomorrow or something, honey.
Yes. I will work on it.
Tell you what, we were traveling down this road probably about 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, something like that. Guy just about took out a big old buck running across the road.
Oh, yeah. It's a little sketch. Lynn says, welcome back home. Beth Brindle says, evening. Laura says, good evening, Trucker G and Mrs. G and G4 family from northeastern Kentucky.
Good evening to y'all.
Charlene says, hello, y'all. I finally caught you live.
So what'd you think of Graceland, honey?
I liked it. It was pretty cool. I still can't believe how many jumpsuits that he had. And that was a boatload of money just for them jumpsuits in that one room. Des Murray says, good evening, G's and G-Force family. Good evening. Jen says, hey, family, be safe. We've had some heavy-duty rain. Yeah, we're just getting into some rain right now. I'm hoping it's not raining around home. That's wishful thinking, but I'm hoping.
As long as it ain't raining Thursday, I'm fine. Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
Be nice. No rain on Wednesday. I'll be out there with that smoke.
Debbie says, safe travels, G's. I made my 12-hour trip to PA today to spend Thanksgiving with the grandkids. Awesome, sweetheart. Sherry says, glad you had such a wonderful day. It was pretty awesome. Eddie says, glad y'all are almost home. Be safe. Thank you.
I tell you what, I went to Graceland before, and it's, like I said, it's been about 20 years ago, and it's totally changed. It's a lot different than it was when I was there.
I had to stop G from being naughty.
What, about the pool?
Yes, about the
I wanted to jump in the pool.
Yes. You had the overwhelming urge.
Just to say I could
jump in the pool.
Just to say I did it.
Kelly says, are you going to be home all week for Thanksgiving?
Actually, yes, we are.
A says, you can do it a way where the picture as a video without posting all the pictures on the page. Yeah, yes. I'll put it all together.
Yeah, she'll put it together.
Timothy says, hey everyone. Well, hello. Deanna says, Mr. G, please talk about the Thanksgiving event you're doing for the truckers.
We will be set up at exit 72 on I-44 at the Flying J in Springfield, Missouri. And we will be feeding the truckers all day on Thursday, on Thanksgiving Day.
We will actually be on the backside where the fuel islands are for the big trucks to fuel up. So that way, you know, as they're coming into the parking lot so that they can shut down for the day, or if they're, you know, passing through to do a 30-minute break or fuel, we can get them fed.
We were just writing up a list of everything else that we needed to get that we didn't get so far. I still got to go get the turkeys. I still got to go get the taters.
Yeah, we got a list.
We decided to do skin on potatoes.
Yes, after we figured out how many potatoes.
What was your comment?
I'm not peeling that many potatoes.
And why was it?
Because there's a lot of potatoes.
No, because you're not what?
Okay.
She goes, because I'm not a GI.
Mary says, is it raining again, Mr. Be safe. Thanks, hon.
I got some pictures of Mrs. G doing her karate moves.
Yeah, I was feeling it. Oh, Elvis vibe and the karate moves. Darlene said, good evening, Mr. and Mrs. G from British Columbia.
Good evening,
Good evening, hon. Jessica said, good evening, G family from Pennsylvania.
So what was your favorite thing at Graceland, Did you have a favorite?
I would have to say that my favorite thing
You can't just about get hit.
That's not good. Was actually getting to see the mansion, the outside of the mansion.
Yeah, we wasn't gonna
gate.
do it. I couldn't really afford it, but I couldn't afford not to. Miss G's never been, and I started feeling bad, and we wasn't gonna go do the mansion. And I thought, you know what, we're here. Let her see the mansion.
The gate and everything, and driving up the driveway and seeing the beautiful outside. That was a highlight for me. Robert Mack says, hello, Trucker G and Mr. G, watching from Vietnam.
Oh, right on. How you doing, buddy?
Darlene Chandler says, praying for your safety home, G's, and fur babies. Thank you, sweetheart. Jen says, all peeled potatoes. Knock you out.
I like skin on potatoes, to be honest with you.
I do too.
Don't you guys?
Deanna says, God bless you both and everyone who is going to help. Thank you, sweetheart. God bless you guys.
Oh, you need to get a beater.
No, got one.
Yeah?
Yeah, we bought it for, we needed it 4th of July. We needed a using it.
That's right. Good deal.
Lynn says, have a safe trip home. We were never close to attend the Reese celebration when we were at Bennett.
Yeah, we won't be able to do it either because it falls too close. It falls right in between the right in between Thanksgiving and the truckers holiday for Christmas, and I can't do all three. Wish I could.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But I still got to pay bills.
Unfortunately, we cannot. Barbie says, I pray that you also have decent weather. Oh, I do too. I haven't checked the forecast since a couple weeks ago, so I'm praying that when I check it, we're going to have good weather.
There was a couple Irish guys there doing the tour right along with us.
They're funny.
They were they were pretty funny. I had Mrs. G take a little bit of a video of them.
I thought for sure they were going to get kicked out.
He came close.
That's exactly what's going to happen. They're both going to get kicked out. Debbie says, always nice going home. Laura says, just send you both a message in Messenger. All right, sweetheart.
Okay, thank you.
I hope I remember to check it.
We'll check it out when we get home.
Laura says, have a wonderful holiday at home. Bless you for being out there for your truckers. Happy Thanksgiving. And
well,
happy Thanksgiving to you guys as well. John Dillard says, hi again, G's and Pups and Force.
What's going on, brother?
Excuse me. I made it to Grants, New Mexico after spending most of the day at Petrified Forest. One of my kind of places.
Yeah, Mrs. G likes Petrified Forest.
I did too.
And the kids just like making fun of Mrs. G.
Yeah, they just like making fun of me.
I never did find the trees. I just looked for shade so we could have a picnic.
Robert Mack says, I had to take a break from winter in Missouri for warm weather. Jen says, we're good on the weather. I've been watching. Awesome,
good
Jen.
Deal. Yeah, I checked it and said there wasn't going to be nothing, but it's been a few days since I checked it.
Yeah.
You know how Missouri is. Things can change in an instant.
Oh, yeah. Deanna says, how much longer until you get home?
We're about 84 miles away.
Timothy M. says, wife has a double and a double this first 3 days at the jail. What I did.
You got to get home. Got to help Laylee do some shipping and receiving for G-Spot.
There we go.
What you call it? People are starting to order a little bit for stocking stuffers.
Yep.
So if you're wanting them for stocking stuffers, get them, order them now. That way,
you have it.
There's plenty of time to get them to you before you need them.
Oops. Laura says, love me some Graceland. Love Albus. The hotel is awesome too, Mr. G.
Yeah, I seen that. We weren't going to be staying the night. I needed to get home for the truckers' holidays, but I did look at some of the rooms and not really that bad of a price, to be honest with you, for some of them.
Michael Britton says, I also want to thank you both and anyone else that sent up prayers for me last Thursday. I'm doing good and have one more to go. Well, sweetheart, we will keep you in our prayers.
Yes.
Shelly says, safe travels. Thank you, hon. Brian says, I enjoy watching your videos. Brian from Tulsa. Well,
I'm glad you're here.
Says, I think every community should do this for truckers, since they are working on Thanksgiving Day and cannot be home with their loved ones.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It's a lot of work. I mean, I'll admit it's a lot of work, but it's very satisfying.
Deanna says, safe travels. Thank you, hon. Connie says, evening, G's, and be safe. Robert Mack asks, are you on 44 tollway?
No, we're on 63. Somebody got a deer over there. We're on the back roads.
Oh, looks like the ring lit up.
State Highway 63 up through some West Plains.
I've looked better. But pretty good for being 200 years old. LOL.
Yeah, I'd say.
Emily says, stay safe. Well, thank you, hon. Barbara says, thank you all. Safe travels. Well, thank you. Laura asks, going straight home? Yes. We're ready to be home in our bed, aren't we, puppies? It was like I was sleeping in a hole. I don't know what was going on.
I told her, why didn't you just get closer to
I did, and I just rolled back in the hole.
It's because I just fell back in the hole. I said, easy now. Wait, it is after dark.
It is after dark. Smarty pants. Karen Napier said, God bless America. Honk, honk.
Amen.
Thank you for the stars, son. Star salute. Laura says, we need a G's after dark sometime while you're home.
Yeah, well, maybe we can fit that in when everybody comes down. We got a bunch of people coming down.
Nice. So Dennis, thank you for the stars, hon. Star salute.
Thank you. That just don't sound right with this truck, does it?
No, it's kind of sad. Beep, beep. Looking at the video on YouTube, it almost looks like we're doing it in black and white.
Actually made some new friends there at Graceland too.
We did.
Did a little video with them. We'll post that up tomorrow sometime. You know me, I can't go nowhere without making some kind of friend.
She always makes friends. Looks like we're buffering.
Are we buffering?
Yes. Michelle Brandon says, hello, G's and G-Force. Hello, sweetheart.
As Bill Weaver says, a stranger's just a friend you ain't talked to yet.
Exactly. John Dillon.
Or actually, Bill Weaver says, shake a stranger's hand.
That's what
Might make a new friend.
John Diller says, after 74 years, I think it's about time I miss a home Thanksgiving to help out others who have to miss it. Aww.
Well, you're more than welcome, brother. You're more than welcome.
Go, like, stopped. And he says, oh Lord, mine in the gutters. At least there's no chocolate covered boobies.
They melt in your mouth.
Joe Higgs says, howdy G's. Send that rain right up 44.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know which direction it's heading. About the big truck, so I haven't paid attention to the weather. No. When I'm at home or in my personal rig, I don't worry about it too much. The big truck, I keep track of what's going on with the weather.
Yeah. Heather says, Roadrunner horn sounds better. LOL.
Yeah. Used to have a Roadrunner.
Michelle Brandon says, I have to work Thanksgiving. Oh, sweetheart. Karen Napier says, hello, G's and G-Force family from Kansas. Well, hey, sweetie.
How you doing, sweetheart? You doing all right?
Bobby Rogers says, glad you guys had a great trip and time making awesome memories. We had a great time. Laylee sent me a picture. She couldn't wait to put up her Christmas tree. It's already up. She's got it all decorated too. It looks really beautiful.
All about Christmas.
Yes, her dual love Christmas. So she's got it all decorated. She wants to add some more ribbons to it. Jen says, Joe Hicks, I'll send it up from 44 Northeast Oklahoma. Jen said, you can have it.
No, we were actually expecting to do some runs right before Thanksgiving, but we got a new deal going on. Got offered a pretty good offer, same company.
Yeah, just a different area.
Different run, and so it don't start until Monday. Not tomorrow, but the next Monday.
Yeah, after Thanksgiving. Charlene said, we're supposed to get rain on Monday. Or, excuse me, Tuesday. Michelle Brandon says, but I'll cheer y'all on from Ohio.
Right on.
Mary says, drive safe and have a blessed day. Thank you, sweetie.
Hopefully we're going to take the back road, so hopefully all the Amish are at home in bed and not out on the road. I don't like it when they're out here at night. You can't hardly see them.
Maggie Ray says, how was your Graceland, and did you get any barbecue?
Did not get no barbecue.
The Graceland was pretty awesome. I'm glad we were able to go and share the experience together.
We were talking, it's about 250 miles from where we live to go back to Memphis. So maybe next year during the nicer weather, we might just take a bike ride and go down there and
that'd be pretty cool.
Check out Sun Studios and Bill Street.
Yeah.
Spend a night there or something.
That would be awesome.
Get Laylee to watch the dogs for us.
Joe Higgs says, blue leaves out of the yard today. Ain't never had that much dust blowing at the same time.
Yeah, you need the rain, don't you, buddy?
Yep, if it's that dusty. Winnie Davis says, hello, Mr. and Mrs. G. On my way to Oklahoma from Alabama for Thanksgiving with my son and granddaughter.
Good deal. You be safe.
Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. If I'm busy and don't get to say it this week, well, you have a great Thanksgiving too, sweetheart.
We'll be shooting some live video and stuff for Thanksgiving.
Heather says, are they still riding with horses and buggies? Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to laugh. I looked down at his Mudflap had his head on my leg, sleeping. All of a sudden, his head just slid off. Now it's hanging off the edge of the seat. He's zonked.
Yeah, Mudflap's gonna make a good truck dog.
Oh, yeah. Tim C says, hey, y'all. Hope y'all been well. Drive safe.
Very blessed.
Good. I hope everything's going good for you, too, Tim. Maggie Ray says, one of my husband's best friends was a pilot on the Albus airplane.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, that's neat. We got to see those, too. That was pretty awesome.
If it was one of those two airplanes that he's got, they've seen their better days. You can't hardly see out of the front windows.
Those, yeah, on the right-hand side of the plane, it's like, it almost looks like it had been, the glass had, or the plastic had been through a fire. Like, yeah. Dan Yerk says, thanks for meeting up with us while you were in Florida. Be safe. Going home tonight. Dan and Jennifer Yerks.
We enjoyed it.
You guys. I thought about you guys this weekend when we went to the Jeep event.
Yeah, Miss G she's an honorary member of the Wicked Jeeps now.
In in Georgia.
So she's talking about going over to Yoda's because he's got a little Power Wheel Jeep.
Yeah,
that's
a little
the closest thing she's gonna get.
Sherry says, "Happy Thanksgiving, y'all." Back at you, sweethearts.
Yes.
Happy Thanksgiving. Nos, what up, my brother?
What up, Nos?
He said, "I miss you guys. Love you guys and happy holidays." Back at ya.
More than welcome anytime, man.
John says, Ludlow on 40 was a little interesting. A hail squall hit and caused some slippery conditions.
Oh,
No accidents though.
Good.
For which God be thanked. Yes. Brandy says, "Hello, my G's and G family." Hey, sweethearts.
How you doing? Sorry, I had to take a drink. Dr. Thunder time.
Tom Hale says, "Hello, everyone. Be careful."
How you doing,
Ohio.
Tom?
Thanks, Tom, and hey. Tiffany Smith says, "Hello, my besties." Hey, sweethearts.
Hey, yeah, so that's basically what's on the plan tomorrow. We're going to get up and head to the grocery store.
Oh, Jen says, "Sis, I'll let you borrow my Jeep." Fat Kid Brody says, "Wanted to let you know, Chex Mix is my favorite snack. I made it with G-Spot this time, and OMG.
Oh, that sounds like it'd be good.
I'm hooked. Oh, I bet it'd be good with the spicy G-Spot on it."
I never thought about putting it on chips. Mrs. G's, apparently she's tried it, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
But, what you call that? We had tortilla chips out for taste testers for the hot sauce, and the wind kicked up, and it blew all the seasoning, the G-Spot seasoning, from the little plate she had it on, and it blew it all over onto the chip plate. And so I had to clean up the mess, so I ate all them chips.
Yeah, all the chips.
My Lord, I'm hooked.
Ace says, "I haven't seen Mike Foley lately. He's probably busy, sweetheart."
Haven't either.
JJ asked, "How was the field trip?" It was awesome. I've got lots and lots of pictures to put together. I want to put it all together really nice, and once I get it all done the way I want it to, I will put it up for you guys. Excuse me. Bonnie said, "Good evening, G's and G-Force family. Safe travels." Good evening, sweetheart.
I wish we could put like Elvis music to the video, but
that would be awesome.
we can't do copyright, that. Yeah.
Doug says, "A happy Thanksgiving and a safe drive." Thank you, hon. Bobby Rogers says, "Have a safe drive home. I gotta go pick up grandkids. God bless you all." God bless you too, sweetheart. You enjoy them grandkids.
We had I ended up getting a comment. It was on the video where we did the convoy for the Children's Hospital, or for Sparrow's Promise.
Yes.
And at the Truckers Jubilee in Arkansas. And somebody just commented on it the other day. Or I just noticed the comment. I must have missed it. And he says he got mad because we showed the whole convoy, but when we got back, we didn't show the band because of the copyright. And he goes, "If you're not willing to take a copyright strike to show the band and show us the rest, then I'm no longer following you." And I'm thinking, well, I guess
you got
to do what you got to do. But it's not about whether I want to take a strike or if it's just a strike. I mean, if that's all it was, no big deal. But last time I got the strike, we ended up getting kicked off YouTube for 2 weeks.
Well, we decided we threw caution to the wind, and we had the whole request.
And I think I'm on strike 2 now. I'm on strike 2 now, and I think after 3 strikes, they just banned me.
We're out. Linda said, "Happy Thanksgiving to both of y'all and the kids, and let's not forget the puppers." Happy Thanksgiving, sweetie. Ace says, "You cannot please everyone. They will never understand."
Yeah, I guess.
Bonnie says, "We had pork chops with our G-Spot seasoning. Yummy, yummy for your dinner."
Yeah, it's really good on pork chops. tell you what, the trip that we made to Atlanta and then back, I downloaded that Mud Flap app. It's an app for saving money on diesel fuel. And it came in handy.
Bev says, be safe, G's. Thank you, sweetheart. I just laugh because Mud Flap app. Mud Flap. These pups do not have a care in the world. They're snoozing. Bonnie said, happy Thanksgiving to all. Happy Thanksgiving, sweetheart.
You also.
Michelle Brandon says, I had G-spot on my little taters tonight. Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
Laura asks, where are you?
Right now we're just on the outskirts of Willow Springs, Kabul.
Dory says, truckersfinalmile.org needs support. Please help get the word out.
We've mentioned Truckers Final Mile for a long time now.
Michelle Brandon says, never heard of it. If you haven't heard of Truckers Final Mile, they're dedicated
we've mentioned it quite a bit.
Yeah, they're dedicated to, unfortunately, when a driver passes away over the road and their family cannot get their body back home for burial and services, they dedicate themselves to raising money so that they can get the driver home to the family without the family having to worry.
Unfortunately, I mean, you would think that the company would get them back home, but a lot of these companies
don't. And it's sad, which puts even
they're
more
really
stress
good about
on
getting
the
their trucks
family.
back home.
And the families in grieving and upset, and they shouldn't have to worry about whether or not they're going to be able to get their loved one home. Sherry says, have a happy Thanksgiving and a safe trip home. Happy Thanksgiving to all G family and followers. Well, thank you, sweetheart, and happy Thanksgiving to you too. Michelle Brandon says, what a great but sad cause. And like G said, it's unfortunate because these companies, they're real quick to get their equipment back, but they don't really care about the driver and getting the driver back.
They're not making any money anymore.
Nope. Brandy said, I made southern potatoes styled homemade potatoes last week from scratch. Guess what seasoning I used? My 14-year-old daughter loved them. Oh, awesome.
Did you use the original or the spicy? Either would be good.
Dennis is wishing the happiest of Thanksgiving to the G family and all truckers. Thank you for all you do, and God bless. God bless you guys.
Bless you.
A says, thinking about my friend was able to get me about 150 pounds of chicken for only $10.
Oh, nice.
That will last me a while. Had to use my deep freeze for it. Haven't used the deep freeze in 2 years. Still working great. Awesome.
Deal.
Well, it's a good thing you had the deep freeze. Now you got quite a bit of meat to put in it. Dr. Pepper Drinker says, hi guys, hope all is well. We're doing great, sweetheart. How are you doing? Bonnie says, truckers bring us everything, so we should respect all truckers.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the things. I understand what you're saying, but it's one of the things too. You give respect, you get respect, and truckers are people too. You got good ones and you got bad ones.
Frank G Trucks in the house. What? He said Truckers Final Mile is currently out of funds.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about a second ago, Frank.
Phyllis Smith says, no, they don't care about the drivers. Randy said, we use the original. Laura said, you would think I would be more worried about my worker/driver before my equipment. You would think.
You'd think.
Beverly says, I'm so thankful my late husband's company brought him home to me.
There's good companies out there.
There are some. I wish there was a lot more. I wish every company would do it. John says, I admit those trees. Oh,
it should be mandatory. I mean, if you work for a company, you're a company driver, it should be mandatory.
Did they get you home?
You would think.
Dr. Pepper Drinker says, it's raining here. It has been raining off and on for like 24 hours. Beth says, Robert's a great guy. Him and his team, great bunch.
Yes.
Making sure drivers get home or family to hospitals. Dennis says, I've been getting addicted to bonehead truckers on YouTube, LOL.
Right on.
TT's back there grumbling.
I don't watch much of the accidents and stuff online. I mean, we see it every day out here, so it's the last thing I really want to see.
Hey, Dorna. Barbara Pruitt says, good evening, Mr. and Mrs. G and Pups.
Good evening.
To you. Have a great day at Graceland. We did. We had lots of fun. Dr. Pepper Drinker asks, how far are you away from your house?
59 miles.
A says, my stepdad's last job took great care of my stepdad. If anything happened and he died, they would bring him home and would pay for the funeral.
Good. Like we were saying, though, not every company's like that.
Are we doing any specials for Black Friday?
I haven't really thought about it, to be honest with you. We can figure something out. How's that? I didn't even think about it. I've had truckers' holidays on my mind, and that's about it.
We got a one-track mind.
Yeah, the one-track mind right now.
Oh, and speaking of the one-track mind right now, Ben says the banner should be waiting for us when we get home.
Good.
It'd be nice to have the banner up this year.
You let the cat out of the bag. I haven't said nothing about it yet, have I?
Oh, oops. Yeah, we had.
Okay.
We talked about doing a banner. Excuse me. Dorna says, I love watching your travels. See places I never get to go. We like you guys rolling with us. I know we haven't been doing a whole lot of lives lately. We just kind of been listening to a lot of the podcasts and just kind of chilling a little bit. Karen says, good evening, G. Safe travels. Going back home and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. You Michelle, too, sweetheart, and your whole family. I hope everyone has an awesome Thanksgiving.
We're heading back to the house.
Patricia Carpenter says, are the puppies asleep? They're zonked.
They're out.
Mooch and TT are zonked out in the back seat, and Mudflap is zonked out sitting next to me on my seat. A says, I agree, not many trucking companies will do that, and that's sad, especially this time of year right now. Dr. Pepper Drinker says, maybe you can get some t-shirts. I seriously need one.
I'm not doing t-shirts. It's too much inventory
to have on hand.
Everybody wants a different color, then there's a bunch of different sizes. And by the time you add all that up, you got a lot of inventory.
Dennis says, Truckers Final Mile is a prime example of the goodness that still exists in people and shows how corporate greed puts the value of machines over their greatest assets, the people operating the machine.
It's a great organization.
Chris asks, what state do you guys live in?
Missouri. When we're home.
Yeah. Hey, Daniel. Michelle Brandon says, can't wait to see the banner. Brandy said, good night. God bless. And may you all have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Good night, sweetheart. You get you some rest. Veronica says, hello, G's. Well, hello.
Maybe do like Walmart. Walmart puts certain things on sale. Why don't we just do a sale on the cups?
We can do that. Bonnie says, Mudflap is going to be a mama's baby. He's just chill. He has been doing very good. you know, he follows the big dogs. I take him out with the big dogs, with Mooch and TT. And he's learning the ropes of walking on a leash and not, he's got this little defense mechanism is what we call it. If he gets a slight bit scared, he just lays on the ground flat. He will not budge.
He becomes the floor.
He does. He becoms the floor. And I'm like, Mudflap, come on. Meanwhile, Mooch or TT, whichever one I've got on the other leash, in the other hand, is moseying on to our destination, and he's just flat on the ground being the floor. Karen says, Michelle has to work Thanksgiving Day, but we're having a 37 family members here for Thanksgiving on Saturday. Awesome, sweetheart. That's gonna be a house full.
Well, that's great when you got that many people and they're all family. Everybody kind of chips in, and there's bloody hell.
Chris says, good evening, G's and G-Force family.
That's the way I imagine it.
That's pretty much how it goes. That's a full house. Carol says, when do you start cooking for the dinner?
I'll start on Wednesday.
We start the prep and the cook on Wednesday. Dr. Pepper Drinker says he will come around. Well, he's starting to get a little bit more. Like I said, he's kind of watching what the big dogs do, and he's doing what they do. He still thinks, because I feed them all three at the same time, and they all three have their own dishes for food and water. He'll drink his water, and then he'll wander around. Mooch and TT will drink their water and eat their food, and whatever's left in their food dishes, he'll go over and he'll eat that. Instead of just eating his food in his dish. He's silly. Ace says, my three dogs would rather pull me in 3 different directions. It was 5 different directions back in March when I was walking 5 of them at once.
Oh, Lord.
See, TT does really well when I take her out by herself. Mooch is the one. He has squirrel moments, gets super excited, and he's the one that usually drags me the most.
And he don't do that to me.
No, he don't do it to G. He just does it to me. He said, come on, Mom, let's go for a run. Jordan says, I lost suggestions.
They should have them on Amazon.
That's what I was going to say. And actually, I'm probably
they got metal ones and plastic ones.
I like the plastic ones. I'm probably going to end up having to order some. Jennifer Doug says, good evening, Mr. and Mrs. G. I don't have to cook turkey dinner this year. Ernie's staying in Kansas City and Georgia's staying in Atlanta. So I get to go out to eat. It'll feel strange, but I have to watch the parade. Love you both. Be safe, and I'm glad you're almost home. We haven't talked about Christmas supper.
No, we might wind up doing
what we did last year.
Yeah, we might wind up going to the Chinese food place.
Great Wall of China.
A Christmas story.
Christmas story Christmas supper. The first time we did that, the kids, they're like, seriously?
Really?
We're going out for Chinese food on Christmas? I
thought that was the coolest thing in the world, though, once we did it.
Oh, yeah, now that they're older. You remember last year when we did it, Mandy was being a brat, telling it Squishy that there was a monster underneath the table. Bonnie asked, have you ever made smoked mac and cheese? So good.
Have. And very good.
Dr. Pepper Drinker says, I remember Squish doing his own live feed last Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Maybe he will do another one this round. He did. He had a blast. He was taking the phone and he was doing his own little thing. And I think he got a lot of footage of people's butts. Joe Higgs says, damn, those tires sing.
Yeah.
Dennis says, Lord willing, and I'm able to walk, I will be on the deer stand Thanksgiving Day, remembering yesteryear and the folks no longer here and what they meant to me. Awesome, sweetheart.
It's a good place to be.
Laura asks, are you in Missouri already? Yes, ma'am. Laura L says, happy Thanksgiving, driver. Happy Thanksgiving,
You also.
hon. Dorna says, all 3 of my pups are asleep next to me on my bed. Done kicked husband out, lol.
Oh, hell.
Carol says, this is an awesome view. Nothing like traveling from my couch. Be safe. That's the best way to do it. Ace says, Ace would pull me like that, but if daughter walks him, he's totally different. And she only weighs about 120 wet. Ace is about 100 pounds. He knows his limits with her. That's what Mooch is like, Mom's just gonna come along for the run.
He knows I ain't budging.
Laura asks, Trucker G, do you hunt?
Yeah, I do. I have in a little while. It's been a few years.
Yeah. Seems like every time season comes around, we're not home.
I've killed quite a few though.
Jennifer Duck says, I told Nick that I didn't want to eat turkey this year. So what are you going to eat? And I told him I want some good fish. He said he just rolled his eyes at me.
I like fish.
Fish is good. Douglas says, hey guys, how's it going tonight? Oh, good, huh?
Good.
We're almost home. Robert Pruitt says, how far is it to Memphis from Missouri?
About 250 miles to where we live.
JJ says, if you can, go to my Facebook page and watch the video I posted on me trying a wheelchair going down and up my hill, and let me know what you think, please. Awesome. Did you get your wheelchair already, JJ? Michelle Brandon says, I wouldn't know where to hunt for tacos. Trisha says, I figured out the stars. So I just put stars on here for Thanksgiving to help out for food for the truckers. Well, thank you, hon.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it. Star salute.
Laura says, Trucker G, have you ever hit a deer?
I have. At 80 miles an hour.
That was a bad one. And the thing is, if you would have seen our car, you would have thought the insurance company was going to total it, but they did not.
No, they didn't.
Betty says, have a blessed Thanksgiving.
Never hit a cow, though.
Thank you for what you all do. Thank you, sweetheart.
How many people ever hit a cow? Say aye.
Technically, I
No,
didn't.
I said, who's hit a cow? Say aye. You got to say aye. Because you hit it.
I bumped it, okay?
To hell.
Heather said, Michelle Brandon at G's house. LOL. Laura said, with your semi. Nobody.
Closest thing I've come to hitting a deer with my semi, knock on wood, praise the Lord. Another semi was passing me, and he actually hit the deer, and it knocked it into my truck. It didn't do no damage, but yeah, it threw it up over and up to my side. But I did take out a turkey.
The turkey took out the passenger side mirror.
Yeah, it demolished that mirror and ended up all over the side of the trailer. I mean, it was a mess.
Dr. Pepper Drinker
Cost
asked.
me like $700 for
Yeah,
a
it was
mirror.
expensive. Asked, did Mandy get a deer this year? No, she did not.
Cody got one.
Cody got one, but Mook did not get one. And P didn't get one either. And Yoda, he was just there in the stand for the snacks for about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes.
No, he made it longer than that.
Did he make it longer
Yeah,
than
he was
that?
there probably for an hour. He did good.
I love the way he broke it to Cody, though. Charlene says, I had a young doe in my yard this morning for a bit. This is the second time she's been up here, and she's not afraid of me, so I think she was born in the field and has heard my voice. Good possibility, hon. Mike says, tacos are better than fish. Safe driving. How about fish tacos? Fish tacos are pretty
Very
yummy. And if you haven't tried fish tacos yet, you might want to. JJ says, not yet. All right, sweetheart. Dr. Pepper Drinker says, Spencer hit a deer when he was driving truck one time. It didn't do nothing to the truck. A says, no, not me, but my aunt totaled her truck when she hit a cow. It was total loss. It happened at nighttime. Oh, mine happened at nighttime too, but I bumped it.
You still hit it.
I hit it. I bumped it. It broke my grill. I thought I killed the cow because we had a red F-250 and the grill was red to match the truck. I seen red go like flying out of the side of the corner of my eye in front of the truck, and I thought, oh my goodness, I killed this cow.
You hit it hard enough.
So I put the truck in park, had my hazards on, and started to get out of the truck, and the cow got up and walked away. I was like, oh my goodness.
Pretty sure he cussed you out as it did.
I'm pretty sure it flipped me off as it was walking away. Eric and Doris says, my son-in-law is going hunting for a deer on Thanksgiving Day. Good. Well, I hope he gets him one. Bonnie says, fish tacos are good.
Very good.
Jen says, I'm just ready for turkey tacos.
We're going to make that happen, girl. That's on the list.
That is, yes, I made the list.
Salsa
fixins. Tortillas and cheese and onions.
Cilantro.
And I didn't put that on the list. You just said it now. Eddie says, we have had a bull thrown onto our car after another car hit it first.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, yikes. Trish says, my sister-in-law hit a cow, totaled her car.
Oh, man.
Kara Moore says, drive safely and have a nice ride back home. How's the 3 puppies doing? They're doing great, sweetheart. They're doing great. Spencer says, does flipping the car over the deer count? If so, done. No. A said, spaghetti tacos is good too.
Never had spaghetti tacos.
Jen says, can we just mainline me some of the salsa, please? Dr. Pepper Drinker says, are you going to show us the sign when you get home?
The what?
The sign.
Oh, it depends on if it's gotten there yet or not. When it gets there, we'll do a video on it.
Alfred says, hello. Well, hello, hon.
How you doing?
Heather says, no thank you.
What?
I'm not sure. But she put like an emoji with like a half green face. So
Spaghetti tacos.
Maybe that's what it is. To each their own though. Now my mouth is watering for turkey tacos. Turkey tacos and cheese homemade salsa.
Now I'll try anything once. Ask any of my ex-girlfriends.
That's gross. So gross.
Easy now.
Andrew Whitehead. Hey, Andrew. He says, hey, Mr. and Mrs. G.
How you doing, buddy?
Dr. Pepper Drinker says, are you guys still in touch with AJ and his family?
I have not spoken with them.
Tom Hale says, what's for a snack tonight, LOL?
We're probably going to go home and eat leftovers.
Leftovers. Heather says, I can't stand spaghetti. So you're right, spaghetti tacos. Spencer says, wife made gumbo and man, it gave me gas.
You ain't never had my sketty.
Ooh, your sketty's good. We haven't had your sketty in a long time, too.
And I like gumbo.
Andrew says, that's not the big truck.
No, it's not. It's a little G-Ride.
We're actually spotted today on the road.
Spotted, wasn't we?
Yes, I was thumbing through my news feed, and there was a picture of the rear end of the truck. Michelle Brandon says, OMG, G, yuck. The only woman is Mrs. G.
He said, I'd have honked, but you blew my doors off.
Spencer says, enjoy Lebanon for me. I miss my sister Brooke. Wish could see her for the holidays. Oh, sweetheart. Says, I was driving around 1 a.m. in Florida and almost hit about 5 does. They started to cross in front of me. Thank God I didn't hit any.
Yeah.
Eric and Doris says, spaghetti tacos. Lots of carbs. Says, really liking the new company. They gave me a real truck, a Pete 367.
There you go, buddy.
Awesome. Jackie says, a friend posted a pic today she took of a dead deer. Someone put boots and gloves on its hooves. I had to laugh.
I'd have tied a balloon on it. Get well soon. Called Mandy and told the boys that we're coming back.
Oh, I'm only in bed. It's 8:30. Mook's got squishy tonight because Leigh has to work tomorrow. So does Duel. And daycare is not open. So she has both the boys tonight. We video chatted and they were playing video games. Dr. Pepper Drinker says, hot dogs sound good right now. Happy, safe travels. I'm going to go. So talk to you later. All right, sweetheart. You have a good evening. Darlene Chandler says, keep us in your prayers, my brother and sister G. We are continuing to pray for you and Jeff, sweetheart, and your family. Says, I have a bad feeling about something. I am scared to even talk about it. Afraid if I say it, it will happen. I don't know, sweetheart. Michelle Brandon says, I feel like I just gained another dimple in my butt from the thought of all those carbs. Ace says, when I went camping back in September, I had some spaghetti made but no bread, so I used tortillas instead.
Gotcha.
Yellowstone TV says, on the road again.
Yeah, we were going through Graceland and Mrs. G tells me, I didn't realize Elvis made that many movies.
I didn't. I guess I really didn't.
I think I've seen them all.
I still can't get over the amount. He had 61 jumpsuits, custom made jumpsuits. I love the way they displayed them though.
Yeah, that was a lot different than it used to be.
Is it? They were just in the clear cases like the other stuff?
And they weren't
lit up or nothing
stacked.
like that?
No, there was light to them where you could see them. but they wasn't stacked up.
No, they did. That was really cool the way they did it. Andrew Whitehead says, all this food talk is making me hungry. LOL. Me too. Raphael says, I'm new in the industry, which is a good company to look into for good pay. Drop and hook.
I'll never suggest you go to any company. What I'll suggest is send me a message. I'll call you up and we'll talk about what it is you're looking for, where you live, and then see what companies are around there and it suits you. Because there's always going to be a different answer for each person.
Yeah, because it's not a one-size-fits-all type of a question.
If anybody gives you a name of a company, they're probably just getting a recruiting bonus.
A message, put your phone number in there, and G will give you a holler, and you guys can discuss it. And, you know, like you said, figure out what is going to be suitable for you.
Best.
Carol says, when I went to Graceland, I expected a bigger house. You know what?
Me too.
I kind of thought that too. But then when we talked with Frank, I kind of scaled it down to more realistic. Because he said it's not as big as you. I really liked it. It was pretty cool. I liked seeing it. You know, the state-of-the-art appliances in the kitchen after the remodel and stuff like that.
Well, state-of-the-art for back then.
Yeah. Ace says, I'm having popcorn and watching the G's.
Throw a little G-spot on that popcorn, you got a hell of a snack.
And if you like spicy, kick it up a notch with some spicy G-spot. I like me some spicy G-spot. Spencer says, how do you get a DOT waiver, or DOT waiver, Mr. G?
What's the waiver for? You can usually get it through.
I'll do that. Thank you. You're welcome, hon. And Jay just said we're buffering. Oh, we're buffering. Right. Michelle Brandon said you should do a cheesy G-spot.
Yeah, I think the next one we'll come out with is the sweet spot, but it's going to be a little bit because, like I said, it costs quite a bit to bring out a new product, and we don't have it right now.
John says I need some headlights like that on my semi-truck. LOL.
They work pretty good.
That's like your little X-ray, yeah. And that's not even on bright. Ace says, Mrs. G, now you're sending my mind into the gutter on that one. I don't even know what I said, sweetheart. Oh, it was spicy G-spot.
Yeah.
Bonnie says, Graceland.
I reeled it in. I had something I was going to say, and I just reeled it in.
Graceland is kind of like my old Kentucky home. I was surprised how small it was, or how small it is. I said reeled it in, and she said how small it was. We're buffering.
I think we're going to go ahead and get off here because...
Alright guys, we love you and talk to you later.
Love you guys.
Bye.